This video is sponsored by Gladiator PC because winning matters. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mysterious Mr. Ryan and welcome to apartments 19 and 20 Bedford Street, New York, or for those of you who haven't guessed already, the Sims 4 version of the iconic Friends apartments. That's right ladies and gentlemen, these are near identical replicas, and I say near identical because unfortunately in the Sims 4 there are not enough items to make it perfect. Pretty accurate replicas of the actual houses used in the Friends TV series. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into the build itself. So the first thing I do is lay down the major floor plans and landmarks. So as you just saw me there place down the balcony, I'm just laying out the floors for what will be the hallway, Monica and Joey and Chandler's apartments. So then, lay down the foundations. What I do with this build is, as you can see, I actually raise it to the highest foundations. I do it all on a single level. I was going to do multiple stories, but it didn't look quite right. So to still give it the height effect, this is the best way I found to personally do it. And to put the doorway in somewhere useful, I place it at the front of the hallway itself. The stairs are completely useless, but equally still important to be there to give the overall effect. But now it's time to start working on the apartments themselves. So you see me place down the doors then, and I'm just actually going around laying down some of the major wallpaper and landmarks for the kitchen. So they're the iconic separators for the wood. So the first thing you need to do, this separates the kitchen and the living room, is you need to make sure you have the move objects cheat on. Because what you're going to do is put shelves up either side of the wall on alternate sides. You're going to place down columns next to it to look like they act as supports, and then replace all of the wall itself with that wooden crossbeam. This is very important to make sure you have the move object sheet on, or the minute you replace it your wood beams will disappear and your shelves will break, so make sure you do that first. So as you saw there, just place down some doors along with the traditional green cupboard door, which you'll see me do something a little bit exciting with a bit later on. Place down some nice dark wood floors along with some lighting to give the overall build a bit of light. So now it's time to move into the kitchen. So first thing I do is place down the iconic white fridge along with the blue countertops. Ensuring you still have the move objects cheat on, it's very important to get that corner part right. Unfortunately it does come at a price, as you're about to see with the sink. As you can see, the textures do phase into the sink unfortunately, but there's no way around that. If you want it to fit in that corner, the Sims haven't worked out how to do a nice diagonal piece just yet, so I'm afraid that's one of those things you're just going to have to deal with for now. So you can see I've placed down the shelves above the cooker, which you'll see me clutter up a little bit later on, and place down the dining room table and chairs as well. So just putting some curtains and some drapes around now and move on to the gigantic bay windows. So with this, start off with the two bay windows side by side, get the move object sheet still enabled and get the green chairs and basically link them into one big chair and have them as essentially one wide bay seating area. Put down the drapes and scale them to the max size, and then it's time to move on to the sitting area. So start off with the largest rug you can find, put a TV on the wall and then lower the cabinet down and then adjust the TV to fit. Put a plant on the one side and then build a large coffee table, again using the move objects cheat. The textures will phase through one another, unfortunately that's the price you have to pay for the big coffee table. So time to clutter up the shelves, as you mentioned me talk about earlier. So unfortunately there's so few items fit on shelves, you see I've had to repeat a lot of stuff here. So I've tried to make this look as accurate as I can, but unfortunately with such limited items I did the best I could. With the shelves, as you can see, I'm just struggling to place some things on them now, but I opt pretty much for some knives, some books, are usually pretty safe bets. So place down a couple of pictures and some candles on the side cabinet there, and time to move into the bathroom. So the bathroom, there is only really two shots you ever see. One looking at the door from inside the bathroom and one looking from the bath at the toilet and the sink. Now, I had to kind of guess what some of this stuff looked like from the pictures and the schematics I used. So from what I gather, there is a shelf above the toilet with a couple of toiletries on it. There is a mirror above the sink, and pretty much the tiles are white and black on the floor, and the tiles on the walls are pink. So let's move into this closet. Now this is something I hinted at earlier. Now for those of you who haven't worked it out yet, this is the iconic closet you only ever see inside of at the very end of one episode, which is Monica's little hidden secret, her clutter cupboard. So wanted to put some stuff in there that sort of fitted with that theme, so try to clutter it up and mess it up a little bit, but again with the items there's only a few options I had, so I made do with what I could. So as we move into Monica's bedroom now, start off with a nice base wallpaper, nothing too complex, and a nice blue carpet. Place down a chest of drawers to the side of what is the double bed and a table to the other, along with a cabinet again to the side, which I'm just putting some books on now for a bit of reading material. As we move on to the lesser seen side, we put down another table along with a cabinet and a desk as well for you to come and sit at and do makeup or whatever it is you would like to do. So Rachel's room, again, you see even less of. There is only a couple of camera shots you ever see inside of her room. So the first thing I do is put down the desk, a couple of lights for the sides you don't see, and then as we're going to flip it round in a moment, we're now going to work on the bed and the lamp. So that wall juts out here, and what I do is put down the lights either side and the lamp in the corner, put down the double bed and the cabinets either side of that jutting wall, and a nice bit of plant work along with a shelf above the side. Place down a couple of cabinets and a few toiletries, and now it's time to move on to the lads' apartments. So then, just going around placing some windows now, and it's time to work on the iconic kitchen of the boys' apartment after I finish placing down some of the doors. So then, the first thing I do is put down the white fridge, white cooker and the countertops. So the countertops do jut out into the room itself. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the chairs to work quite right with it, but I may do, as you are about to see. So they are functional, they face outside. Unfortunately, there is no football table in the game at the moment, so I use a regular dining table but put the bar stools beside it as they are in the TV series. So for the cabinet that has the TV, I actually again use the move object sheet to put the TV cabinet inside of some actual kitchen cupboards, but it overall works. And unfortunately, there are no lazy boys at the moment, so I just made do with some brown chairs that I like to imagine are recliners, but unfortunately, you're going to need a little bit of creative imagination. So the iconic yellow sofa with the two tables and some lamps along with the glass table in front of it get placed down. Time to light up the area with a few lamps and then move on to just place down a nice table and chairs. There would be a dartboard here, but again there is no dartboard in the game at the moment, so I had to make do. So the lads' bathroom, there is only, I believe, a couple of shots of it, so again had to take basically a bit of artistic license with a lot of this build, because would you believe there are only a few angles you see of a lot of this stuff, so you have to kind of guess a little bit and go with what looks right to you. So your mileage may vary if you want to try and build this yourself. So as we move into the Chandler's bedroom, place down the double bed, the cabinets either side along with some shelves above the bed as well. Again, we'll put a bit of clutter on them in a little bit, just some pictures and a little bit of hand sanitizer as well. Don't ask why that's there, best not. Right then, place down a cabinet to the side, a nice big mat along with the desk, a lamp, a couple of books and a nice chest of drawers with a giant green gnome, just to pretty much complete the room itself. So as we move into Joey's room, even less images of Joey's room. Unfortunately, would you believe for a very popular TV series with 10 seasons, there is a surprisingly little amount of images of most of these rooms. So again, Joey's room, I had to go a lot from the schematic. For those of you who are wondering, I will put a link to the schematic I used in the description down below, but it is readily available on Google. All you have to do is type in Friends Apartments and you will find it. So as we move into the glamour shots now, for those of you who are wondering, I do have more builds like this of famous iconic TV series and sitcom builds, so keep your eyes out on my channel. If you have enjoyed this, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It means a lot to me for everyone you share this to. But I hope you have enjoyed this. This is available for download on the gallery on the Sims 4 Mysterious Mr. Ryan page. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mysterious Mr. Ryan. I hope you've all enjoyed this and have a very good day wherever you are. And for now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. I'll see you later and take care.